time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. Good afternoon, everybody. We're here in Shanghai. Shanghai International Circuit, then, is a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience. The flat, open to the elements location, test their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and they're available into turn 1 and down the kilometre-long back straight into turn 14. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Stroll, Verstappen, Russell, Norris, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Ocon, Sargent, Albon, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Bottas, Ricciardo, Tsunoda and Zhou Guanyu. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And a warm welcome, of course, to my co-commentator here today, someone of tremendous experience and insight. It's the man himself, Anthony Davidson. Can we begin by having a chat about Charles Leclerc?
Well, it was a really impressive lap in qualifying to get pole position, but are they going to be able to hold on to the lead into the first corner with so many quick starters around them? So we're in for an exciting start then, I'm sure, and then they'll all start to settle down a bit and try and find a rhythm as they plan the next phase of the Grand Prix. It's important to know when to push and when to hold back so as not to overcook those tyres early on.
The formation lap gets underway and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out. So as all the cars reform the grids, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
Okay, you've got P3, well done. Leclerc is ahead of you. Okay, Sainz is behind you, and that's 6 laps until your pit window's open. That's Sainz behind you now. Leclerc ahead. ahead of you. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. Okay, Sainz is behind you. Our gap behind is 1.5 seconds. Okay, gap to leader, 1.5 seconds. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps. 13 laps to go. We can now use DRS. DRS now available. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.4 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:37.7. Okay, you're dropping back by around 0.2 each lap. Is ahead of you. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 1.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 1:38.0. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 a lap. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. And Verstappen's behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1:37.6. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. from one of the Ferraris. Gap to the car in front is 1.9 seconds. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Okay, the gap behind is 2.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 39.7. Okay, we're boxing this lap, give us the best in lap you can. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.9 seconds. Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Okay, we can take you this lap. Oscar's coming in for his stop now. Okay, let's go now, come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Just 5 laps of fuel remaining. Leclerc ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 2.3 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1:37.8. tyres ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 1.1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. Time last lap was a 1 minute 37.8. Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Leclerc is behind you, and the gap behind us is 1.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Come on, just 3 laps to go, 3 laps. Leclerc behind. We're leaving the car behind by 1.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Your last lap time was a 1:38.0. Okay mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now. Superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
McLaren have pulled it off. They've won in spectacular fashion here today. They were able to deliver such an incredible result today.
I think we'll chalk this one up to a deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside into the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you end up winning the race. It was great to watch as well though, wasn't it? Forget strategy, forget tyre management. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
And look at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now. Great race from the McLaren team, and I'm very happy to see them there on that top step of the podium.